Alrighty then, let's go ahead and get everything set up because we're in game number 3. The Alpha build with Avacyn, Guardian Angel. Alright then. So as far as hands go, this isn't the worst hand we've ever had. You can keep this. And today we'll be up against Nath of the Gilt Leaf, Nissa Vesperseer, and Vorel of the Hulkblade. Oh, this Vorel looks familiar. Right. Alright, so Kildorn Outpost will come down, make a sack of plains. But we can tap up plains for mana, then play the Outpost, play a Howling Mine. We'll be down some lands though. Alright then, so Nath opens up with Surprising Cove. Put a storage counter in Surprising Cove, remove any of them to put stuff into play. Let's just go ahead and play the plains for now, pass our turn, and debate this. So on the one hand, it doesn't change how much white we have. And we do just have to sacrifice 8 plains to the outpost, for sure. It's going to put us back a land. At the same time, though, do I want to do that now? Well, I guess tempo-wise, there's not going to be a better time. We'll be at 1 minute. It'll take a couple of turns for us to actually get back up to 3 to wrath the board here. Whenever you sack a clue, gets a 1/1 counter, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under their control, investigate. Just a very nice, solid staple card. Turns all those lands into, you know, draw power later. Not even draw power that you have to get right then and there. Just pop it at your leisure. Scapegoat. As an additional cost to cast Scapegoat, sack a creature, return any number of target creatures you control to their owner's hands. Alright then, so we're for sure tapping this. You know what? I'm going to do it. We'll pass the turn. Alright then. Let's see if this kills us. Alright then, so Nath's passing. Back over to Tireless. So Nissa, currently trying to debate what we're doing here. There's a land, there's a clue. Tap the crypt, sack the clue, draw a card. We're drawing 2 cards a turn already because of the Howling Mine. Howling Mine will speed this up quite a bit. Let's see then. So we have Warrior Angel and Archangel. This could Dominus Reach, that's going to be another clue. One green, just to pass the turn, probably. Alright, poking Vorel for 3. Meanwhile, Vorel holding all the cards right now. Let's see. Enters battlefield with 2 depletion counters on it. You remove a depletion counter to add 2 blue. Then if there is no depletion counters left on it, you sack it. Interesting. Nath, I think it's F6 in here. Okay, so we've got our Kildorn Outpost out. So we can start popping dudes as soon as we get one more source of white. There's an island. There's the Mana Crypt. Nice acceleration there. Baron's Codex? Beginning of upkeep, you put a page counter. Pay for and sack it. Draw X cards, where X is the number of page counters on Baron's Codex. What? Okay then. Set it and forget it. Speaking of white sources. Hey, we got there. So now we have 7 cards, but nothing we really want to play. So we'll just pass the turn. Hopefully we can get into some acceleration here. So now we have Reese the Exiled. Whenever he attacks, you gain 1 life for each elf you control, but you can pay a black and sack enough to regenerate him. He's not bad. So, probably looking at just elf tribal then. That's a lot of clues. But with a full hand, you're not necessarily looking to sack him right now. This is just free value. 6 mana though, that's enough to put out like a Titan. Or an Endbringer. Untaps during each other player's untap step, you can tap it to deal damage to target creature or player. Then you can also pay a colorless and tap it. Target creature can't attack or block. You can do the same thing with 2 mana to draw a card. Value. It's got some good proportions on it. So, let's see. Poke and Varel for 3 more. This Varel deck does get scary with all those snakes. We need to see one of our rocks, though. We've got Wine Can, Strip Mine Glands. Unfortunately, both of these are higher drops. Okay, then. Let's see. Where did Scapegoat even come from? I know it's not an Exodus, right? Yeah. It would have come in Tempest? Take a look, see. Scapegoat. Where did it come from? Go back to Visions, maybe? When did we put in Scapegoat? Because it looks like it's from Exodus, I think. No, wait, this is Portal Second Age. But it was Portal Second Age, why not have it listed down? Whose turn is getting eaten right now? Let's see, Steam Catapult and Righteous Fury, the ones we really added in. Exodus isn't until next set. That's not Scapegoat. Where did the Scapegoat come from? This is bugging me. I need to look at my notes now. Let's see. That's Mirage, Visions, Portal, Weatherlight, Tempest. Stronghold. Hey, these look a little out of order. Yeah, these are completely out of order. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Scapegoat. Stronghold. There we go. What the hell? How did my notes get out of order? So I take... Let's see. I actually take all the notes down on the note cards. It's actually... Let's see. I should probably have them in a... like a document online, but the paper was just convenient. And at this point, someone's got a connection issue. So let's go ahead and time leak this. Alright then. So apparently, Vorel's taking the hit. We're at his upkeep. Now we're just gonna hold on for him. So we'll go ahead and keep an eye on this. Alright, so he puts his stuff on the stack. Might have been a bad connection where he had to get up and use the John, I guess? I mean, I guess. Alright, so he won his flip. Baron's Codex is going to get a counter. I'm going to put my copy of Issue 21 down. And we're going to get back to this game. Ooh. Man, which mayonnaise on that sandwich? Alright, so there's the blue, there's the green. Got some countery lands. Need some more proliferate. Inexorable Progress is obviously one of the best cards you can put in a deck like this. Alright, so we have 3. We're going to see a Kodama's Reach? No, it's a Wood Elves! Comes into play and it's going to grab a forest, probably a Breeding Pool or a... Let's see, Breeding Pool would probably be the best one. Now going Tropical Island. So you would normally do that if you had a follow-up play. Otherwise you would want the Breeding Pool to come in just so that, you know, the 2 life would be out of the way. But now there is a follow-up play here. Hardened Scales. If one or more 1/1 counters would be placed on a creature you control, that many +1 is put on there instead. So for 1 blue, what we got? What's that? Let's see. No, he's using the Cove. No? Okay then. So we'll just go to my turn. Alright, so we have 8 mana. Can't attack or block, can't activate its abilities. And you have to pay 2 white to keep it out. That sucks a little bit with this. I could play the Retribution of the Meek to get rid of the Endbringer. I don't know if that actually works or not. We can always go ahead and try and slow it down at least. Can't attack or block, and its activated abilities with tap of their cost can't be activated. So we'll go ahead, tap that, and pass. Which, incidentally, I know it's kind of a weird play, but this does have some good value on it, and this deck is going to ramp a lot. They're already getting card draw off of the Howling Mine, so it might not hurt them as much, but that does slow them down a bit. Slows us down a bit too, because we're going to have to pay 2 to keep it up there. When, of course, I'd rather be just making stuff with the Outpost. You're going to have to put down this other planes here. That'll put us up to 4. Or do I actually want to put down the Winding Cans and the Strip Mine first? It's an interesting idea, because with the Mox Diamond thing, I think you have to discard a basic land when it enters play. So it would probably be relevant to hold this one here, just in case we draw it early. If we draw it late, it's not going to matter. Hey, there's Garrick. So, they want to make a beast, +1 to untap lands. Reese is already here. But unless there's a follow-up play, there's no reason to take him up. You don't have the board presence to support to go into Overrun. And it's probably better just to make blockers for now. There we go, there's a beast. Alright, so going over to Nissa. Okay. Heads or tails, lost the flip, takes 3. Howling Mine draws her an extra card. So we got blue-green, human merfolk. We got the black-green elf. We got a green elf. It's going to be like 4 clue tokens. Jesus. They are not going to be in... They're not going to be hurting for drawing anytime soon. Of course, yep, saw this coming. We're going to take hit by 3 just for keeping the Endbringer down. 7 mana for a giant Adaphage. Let's see then. So the giant Adaphage could go ahead and hit something, or we can drop this Retribution to make it set things back a bit. It's going to depend. Let's see, it's got Trample too, so that's going to run away with stuff. Depends on if we can get Depends on if Royal drops something really big, or can otherwise deal with the giant Adaphage. Sky Shroud claim, okay. So Varel's definitely going to have mana this game. It's one of the problems that I think he had last one was they just didn't have enough to do as much as he wanted to. So there's the breeding pool. And there's the Oran Reefwood. Well, there's Oran Reef the Vastwood. We'll put a basic land into play? Yeah. There's Kodama's Reach. More ramp. See, it's not bad. Having played Mono White as fairly as we have been, I can appreciate the power of just good ramp strategies now. Let's see, 5 lands, and this is going to be triggering on 7. What if we could go ahead and set down like just a creature, or just start making creatures? Wish that could be the case. For now, we're gonna get smacked for a lot if we don't Wrath. Let's see. So we have Sultari Champion. That's something. When it attacks, it's gonna buff our guys. Can't see any real targets. I was going for the strip mine. Canyons is whatever. So let's go ahead and reset the board just a tad. Yeah, you can pay me for one. So that does specifically hit Nissa for 2 of her creatures, but those were some pretty big creatures in my defense. And as far back as we were, unfortunately, that did hurt us more than I had intended. It probably would have been better to hold on to the outpost, because we haven't actually made anything with it yet. And next turn, we're going to want to drop the Sultari Champion, too. Okay, so yeah, Outpost is definitely a later gameplay. There's your Phyrexian Arena. So Nat's going to be drawing 3 cards a turn. The Rex Sage. Targeting Hardened Scales. Good choice. Alright, so he's setting Nissa back a little bit. Not a lot, but just enough, I think. Probably also could have let the Sarah Bestiary, but again, use it or lose it territory. 5 clues. Are they all the same art? They're all the same art. That's lame. I thought it rotated art. Ah, there's a Skepticism. And there's Ayavugan. Yeah, that's going to get stripped mine next turn. Wait, what? Whenever you sacrifice a clue, it gets a 1/1 counter. Why they second counter? Alright, big green ramp deck. You want to play that way? We're going to play that way. 1, 2, 3. So we'll get the drop strip mine and Sultari Champion next turn. Okay, that works. We're losing a lot of tempo with this, though. But I guess that's the price for doing what we need to do with the strip mine. We're definitely going to be behind if we don't start hitting some rocks. So Varel's going to come in. And do what? He's got 5 cards in hand. There's Triskelion. Triskelion can start just mowing stuff down. Don't mind the cards on Triskelion. Let Triskelion shoot down Garrick too. Then was there going to be something else? Nah, I think that is how we're going to... Yeah, that is how Varel's going to pay for this. Come on, what's... It's just loading, I guess. We need to hurry up and get our Warrior Angel out in the field, though. Get some of this life back. Okay. Activating the Cove. Spending another counter on it. Not sure what happened there. Righteous Aura. 3 mana. So we could go ahead and do that. And it's going to help discourage some stuff. It's not a bad play. It's 2 mana. Ward of Lights. To hold up for something else. We're going to play the Strip Mine for sure. Righteous Aura is not bad. Yeah, I think we do go with that. Let's get rid of that Avacyn. Then we're going to play the... Let's see. Righteous Aura. That will actually do something and give us a reason to hold up mana. So the Tireless Tracker wants to keep snacking us. We're going to start stopping the majority of that damage. Nath presently has all the cards. Whew. This is going to be rough on us. Hitting land drops is good and all, but we have acceleration. We need to see it. Of course, with the amount that we have, we should see it relatively soon, especially with the rate that we're drawing cards at. Yep, had to get rid of that Avacyn. That was going to be way too good. It's bad enough that you're drawing all the cards and you're in green. Okay, so we got Whiny Canyons coming up next. That'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can go and play the Canyons and the Sultari Champion. The alternative would be to play the Whiny Canyons and be able to play a 2-drop card. Doesn't really work for me. But there is something to be said about if we could just play like a wall of... No, Wall of Essence isn't going to work. Looks like Varel was just having too many connections and issues and decided to be a good guy and just bow out. Alright, sorry about that, Varel. Sorry your connection wasn't performing at peak. Well, that does mean there's one less person to help take pressure off. Ratchet's Aura. Pay 2 life. Stop taking more. Always going to be worth it. I mean, Tireless Tracker just hits me for half now. And even if it gets bigger, it's always going to be 2. That's basically what this says. Elvish Visionary, draw a card. And it's a body. Is the Elvish Visionary that great, though? I guess it is a body that says draw a card. Going to the combats, though. So we are both wide open. It's Nissa taking the brunt of this, though. No? Ah, spreading the wealth out. Well. Like I said, this is always going to be worth it. I essentially take 1 less. So as long as I don't need to use the mana for anything, it's actually pretty good. I like it. Also relevant for commander damage. Oh dear God, in Aloro, that would be brutal. Alright then, so what... let's see. So far, not as big of a fan of the Scapegoat. Also note to self, audio to the Mana Crypt. They did win their flip. So now we have to figure out how we're going to catch up here. We are way behind. Yep. There's a Windswept Teeth. Yep, we're going to go ahead and audio to the clue trigger. I'm going to pop those clues. I want an overload of Vandal Blast so bad right now. Meanwhile, we're still dealing around with our 4 mana. That's sad. See, I think this is going to get a lot better when we get the Oath. There's a Spawn Wraith. That's not good. And it's got Trample, which means it's going to do stuff. Let's see, there's your top. So Tari Champion can't block, so it might not be the best thing to put down. If we get a 2-drop that I can just play. Okay, so putting the Tireless Tracker over at Garrick, that's good. She's going to take down anything that blocks, so she'll trade it with Nath. Assuming, of course, that they don't just pop the clues mid-combat. So, either Elvish Visionary dies or Garrick dies. It's not that hard of a decision, actually. Yep, there's the Visionary. That's the end of combat. 6 cards in hand, and they're down. Alright, so now we got a Wasteland. And a Tormod's Crypt. That helps. I think that genuinely helps. So... let's go ahead and play that Winding Canyon first. And then I do want to go ahead and put down the Soltari champion. Can start poking down. But we also need to start making dudes here. So so this will be 3. We can start making dude. We can put down the Soltari champion next turn. This will also help keep mana open and threatens the Winding Canyon a little bit. Like if we really needed to... No, we still can't do that. So we're down to 7 cards. Yeah, let's go ahead and pass. What? Why me? No, not my warrior angel. Whenever an opponent discards a card, he gets an elf. Why me? They obviously have so much better targets. I mean, I guess that does kind of solve the issue of just playing it and play it or lose it. Speaking of which, oh, Gerard. And there's a memory jar. Okay then. So this is going to happen. Untap some more lands. Starting to make me wish I had put out the Soltari champion. Discards all the cards in your hand except... And it draws them in except for 1. Yep. Definitely solves those issues. Hey, there's a reprisal. Okay, yeah. You're gonna lose it, Anath. Okay, come on, make my day. This is coming at me for some reason. Now he's at 58. Don't need to worry about any blockers or anything like that. Okay then, I'm annoyed. Let's see, Garrick's Wake, Cabal Coffers, Drogo Warcaller, Jawsy Monument. Got some pretty spicy targets here. For the Tormod's Crypt, it's gonna come down like a thunder. Yep, there's Nissa. Grab a force, then transform. Yep, Nissa transforms into Nissa Sage Animist. Well, no, you're being a jerk. Feels all as dust. Nice. Could potentially just be dead, though. Just that's a lot of elves, and Garrick's going to overrun. Okay. Well, we have land. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's an idea. Death Watch Recruiter. It's a wolf. Why are you doing that if you have all dust? We'll make a soldier. Yep. Upkeep. Pro medallion. Okay. Let's see how much we can get away with. Let's see. Pro medallion would be best to get down now, but the basalt monolith will help power out the other ones. And then we'll go ahead and put out. What do we put out, Mr. Horse? No. Skorak? Maybe. Mr. Horse is actually only 1 mana. So is Reprisal. I mean, we'll just leave it at that. Feels like I'm going to get punished if I get too greedy. And there's no way we're just going to block all this. You know what? Fine. No! Stupid auto yield. That's it. That's game. Oh my god, I forgot about that auto yield. Jerk move. Like just 7 of these is going to be enough. This was a miserable game. Maybe not, okay, maybe not truly miserable, but for some reason, not a great game. Okay. Now we're seeing stuff swinging over the other person. Let's go ahead and get rid of his graveyard just in spite. I'm gonna go Righteous Aura. Honestly, it's probably not gonna do anything in the long run. And then FA, because we're dead. I think that early tempo killed us a little too hard. Really disappointing. Declare blockers, choose a blocker. Choose one of these other ones, I guess. Let the computer crunch the numbers. Yeah, no, we're at -7, and that's the game. So, yeah, not a good week. Sorry, guys, but I guess that's the way it goes sometimes. We'll see you in the wrap-up.